Heya Cryptozens, tonight's show. Ava Labs versus CryptoLeaks. It's 10 p.m. Pacific time. The date is August 29th, 2022. Welcome back to the Crypto Overnighter. My name is Nikodemus, and I'll be your host. The cover model, mascot, and co-host for this podcast is Tex. And together we take a nightly look at the crypto, NFT, and metaverse space and the industry that surrounds it. And keep in mind, nothing in this show should ever be considered financial advice. Eamon Gun Sirer is CEO of Ava Labs. Ava Labs, of course, is the team behind Avalanche. So before we jump in, as we like to do on this show, let's take a look at the numbers. Simply put, according to CoinMarketCap, Avalanche is not having a good time of it lately. At the time of writing, Avalanche is trading at $19.10 each. It's down 3.28% in 24 hours. And this decline over the last 24 hours is just a continuation of the damage that's been ongoing since the 26th of August. Currently, it's down almost 18% from its Friday high of $23.23. And looking at crypto Twitter, it's easy to see why. Ava Labs has a PR issue. And so here's what's going on. Ava Labs is being utterly scorched by some serious allegations. These allegations were published Friday on the website CryptoLeaks. Now, because they've got shocking video footage. Shocking, if true. Now, what are these allegations? That Ava Labs bought themselves an attorney for an equity stake in Ava Labs and 1% of the supply of AVAX. AVAX being the main token for the Avalanche blockchain. And they said Ava Labs and their attorney were working together to attack the competition, quote, gangster style. How? Through discovery. The allegation is that their attorney, Kyle Roche, targeted Ava Labs' competition with lawsuits, and then they would file for discovery. That's pretty common in the legal system. It's a thing that happens in pretrial. Plaintiffs and defendants get to know ahead of time what evidence the other side is going to be bringing to trial. This could include things like emails, memos, investor lists, customer lists, copies of contractual agreements. So yeah, Roche files a class action lawsuit against the opposition in order to get the dirt on them. And then they use that information that they get from discovery in their strategic planning. Again, these accusations are coming from CryptoLeaks. So why would we believe any of this? Video. Roche was apparently captured on spycam video admitting these things. For example, he said, quote, "We did a deal where I agreed to provide legal services in exchange for a certain percentage of the token supply." And also, the video shows him saying, quote, "I sue half the companies in this space. I know where the market's going. I believe I am one of the top 10 crypto experts in this world. I've seen the insides of every single crypto company." At the time of writing, the global crypto market cap is $985 billion. It's up 3.64%. The top 5 cryptos by market cap are Bitcoin up 3.14%, Ethereum up 8.07%, Tether, USDC, and Binance Coin up 3.32%. Now, one thing to know about Roche, he never names Ava Labs in any of the suits that buys Ava Labs cover. And he's already hit Binance, and they're looking at doing the same to Coinbase, Kraken, and Gemini. Now, one thing he claims in all of this is that the lawsuits work for Avalanche another way. They're bright, shiny objects to distract the folks at agencies like the SEC, keeping them busy. This keeps the SEC and other agencies off of Avalanche's back by creating other attention magnets, as he puts it. Now, Roche has responded, of course. He put up a blog post yesterday morning to address the accusations. His claim is that he was recorded during private meetings with Christian Auger Hansen. Now, Auger Hansen is a Norwegian venture capitalist. Roche claims that Auger Hansen approached him to talk about investing in a startup. He claims it was a trap. He said Auger Hansen was there to, quote, to deceive and entrap me, using a deliberate scheme to intoxicate, then exploit me using leading questions. Now, believe it or not, this gets crazier. Roche levels some accusations of his own. He says Auger Hansen was there working on behalf of the competition, Dominic Williams. Williams is the founder of the Dfinity Foundation and creator of the ICP token. But for his part, Roche denies the charges. He said that there's no pact between his law firm and Ava Labs. He said all his work for Ava is focused on defense cases, no different from any other large corporation. He said, quote, Ava has no input, control, or insight into any of our firm's plaintiff side class action cases, and we have never filed a class action on their behalf or at their request. Now, this is pretty wild stuff. Serious accusations. Avalanche has already suffered just by the existence of these rumors. And while that's true, there's been no solid evidence provided that I've seen. So we have only circumstantial evidence and unsubstantiated testimony from one person. Now, we do know that they were sharing a workspace with Ava Labs in August of 2019. And that's when the alleged deal was supposedly struck where Rausch said, quote, Sir, we did a deal where I agreed to provide legal services in exchange for a certain percentage of the token supply. The global NFT market cap is up 1.89%. According to CoinMarketCap, the top 5 NFT collections by sales volume are ABC plus Virtual Exhibition, followed by CloneX, Otherdeed, Women Ape Yacht Club, and Moonbirds. Now keep in mind, some of these collections have very volatile prices, so do your own research. So that's what the attorney says. But what about Ava Labs? What does their CEO have to say about it? He said Ava Labs would be, quote, never engage in unlawful, unethical, and just plain wrong behavior. So he has his own story that backs up much of what Roche has said and rejects the report by CryptoLeaks. He denies ever telling Roche what cases to take on and who to sue. He corroborates what Roche has said, that they, quote, only represented Ava Labs in a defensive capacity in contract disputes in a liable case. In fact, this CEO was saying he was mad about some of this. He described himself as, quote, livid when he found out Roche was in the process of suing Solana. He says he tried to convince Roche not to proceed with the case. Now, that Solana case was filed on July 1st of this year against Solana Labs, Solana Foundation, and Solana co-founder Anatoly Yakovenko. In that case, they alleged that Solana violated U.S. security laws by offering unregistered securities. As far as the report by CryptoLeaks, in a tweet, he calls the report conspiracy theory nonsense. His response was given in a Twitter thread yesterday to his 280,000 followers. At any rate, yesterday, AVAX hit its lowest point in a month and a half after the CryptoLeaks story broke. So what are other people saying about this case? Block Tower founder Ari Paul tweeted out, quote, I assume this is accurate and that it's as bad as it looks. Fits with everything I've seen previously from both Sear and Roche. From a lawyer friend on Roche a few weeks ago. Dumb version of mob lawyers. Bottom of the barrel. Binance's CEO CZ wrote, this is wild. Not sure if this is true, but assuming the videos are not deep fake, and of course Binance was a target, we're not even a competitor. Now, we have reason to believe that the videos are not fake because that's one thing that Roche did not deny. He didn't deny saying it. He didn't say it wasn't him or an actor or something. So we've got good reason to believe that the videos are not deep fake. Brad Garlinghouse is CEO of Ripple Labs. He's been on into this drama because he was mentioned in the CryptoLeaks report. His response calls some of this information into question. He has said, quote, can't comment on the validity of the slew of allegations in here, but I can unequivocally say I have never met or spoken to, much less invested in, Kyle Roche. Earlier this year, in the middle of this bear market, Ava Labs held a funding round. They raised $350 million at a valuation of $5.25 billion. In the meantime, AVAX token is down 1.4% in 24 hours. And that's going to do it for us tonight. I want to thank you, my listeners, because when you guys stop listening, I will stop talking. Take care of yourselves, but please take care of each other too. We'll see you tomorrow night.